Hey, Will, how you doing?
Good, good. How you doing?
I'm okay. So I believe, if I've got this right, you were Grayson McCall's teammate last year. You were snapping the ball to him?
Yeah, yes, sir. Me and Grayson grew up together, played middle school, high school together, and then went to Coastal together. So we've been best friends for a long time.
How disappointing for you is it that he's hurt and almost for sure won't play Saturday and may not play again this year?
Yeah, it's tough. Obviously, we've had a lot of conversations since he went down. Hurting for him. Obviously, it's super tough, but he's doing what he's got to do to take the next step of whatever he's choosing to do in life. So it'll be good to get around him this weekend and see him a little bit and see a familiar face.
Can I ask you to evaluate how you think the offensive line is playing? Because you guys have given up a lot of sacks lately.
Yeah, I think obviously we you can tell from the outside we haven't played to our potential. That starts with me up front and all the five guys. We got to play better. Um, we're looking forward to another opportunity to get a chance to play better this week. Every week I feel like we're really close to really breaking a game open. So we'll see this week. We have another opportunity to get better, and that's all we can focus on.
Is it attention to detail? Is it execution? Is it focus? What's been the issue, you think?
I think it's a mix of a lot of those things, right? All three of the things you said. You could point out certain plays in the game, maybe things from practice that translated in the game that we're not doing well enough, and that starts with me and all five guys in the offensive line room. So just putting our head down, going to work every single week, just trying to get better and hopefully put a better product out on the field this week and get a win.
Thanks, Will.
Thank you.
We'll go to Jim McGill from Bear Insider next.
Hey, well, I got to ask you about the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. The guy had a handful of your jersey right under your throat. You knock his arm away. What did the ref say when you're walking off the field trying to talk to him? It didn't even look like he was giving you the time of day.
Yeah, let my emotions get to me a little bit there. I didn't think anything of it personally. Obviously, it cost us a little bit a chance to kick a field goal. So that's on me. Apologize to the guys in the locker room. Apologize to Coach Wilcox. That can't happen, especially as an older guy that's been playing football for as long as I have. Let my emotions get to me a little bit. There's no excuses, so just can't do that.
Ref didn't really have anything to say.
No, he didn't want to talk to me.
Didn't sound like it. Didn't
No,
look like it.
no.
What's the chemistry like on the offensive line? Obviously, when there's a lack of success, it can be hard to keep that chemistry strong and the attitude high. How are you guys responding to the early season struggles?
Yeah, there's two ways you can go from this point, right? Everyone knows that. We can keep our head down and keep working and continue to come together and get better every single week, or we can do the opposite. We know what we're going to do. We know the kind of guys we have in the offensive line room and on this team. We're too talented to not play to our full potential and win some of these close games. Like I said earlier, we're really close to really busting one open. Hopefully that this is the week that this happens and we can find a way to get one done.
Fernando's really good about giving his offensive lineman credit. He's been getting hit a lot this year. How's his interaction been with you guys?
Yeah, Fernando's awesome. Obviously, we got to take a lot better care of him. He's the face of the program right now, and we got to do a better job of keeping him up and keeping him off the ground. I'm sure you guys know the kind of person he is. He will take the blame for everything. That's just the guy he is. Obviously, we know that's not the case, but I mean that's the guy he is. It doesn't matter how many times he gets hit. He's going to be the same person day in and day out, and we got to continue to rally around him. That's what I've told all the guys in the offensive line room. When you have a warrior like him sitting back there taking some of the hits that he's taken unnecessary, we got to take better care of him. And that is probably the biggest goal and job this week is to take care of him and keep him on his feet all game.
Great, thanks.
Thank you.
Steve Cronin from the SF Chronicle.
Yeah, well, sorry for the momentary delay. Besides, having Grayson as a good friend, you growing up in the East Coast, are there other guys on NC State either you know or played against, or and if so, are some of your teammates asking you to give you little pointers on some of the NC State defensive players?
Yeah, actually, I don't. I had some teammates at Coastal that transferred in from NC State. Obviously, my head coach at Coastal, Coach Beck, he was the OC at NC State in previous years, but I don't know anyone there other than Grayson right now. So no, the guys on defense have asked a couple questions, but obviously Grayson won't give me answers about things they're doing. But no, it's really exciting to be able to play them. I mean, a team I grew up just a couple hours from and watching them and a lot of these ACC teams every week. So I'm super excited to have these guys at home this weekend.
Thank you, sir.
We'll go to Matt Moreno from Rivals.
Maybe on that note, obviously ACC ball is kind of close to home for you. What's it been like, playing a few games in a new conference and getting a feel for what it's like to be a part of a team playing in that league?
Yeah, it's awesome. Obviously, I was banged up the first couple weeks, so the first game I was able to play was Florida State, which it was an unbelievable experience out there. Obviously, we came up short, and then we played two top 20 teams the last 2 weeks and one possession games with the ball at the end of the game to win the game. I mean, so it's unbelievable to be able to play in this conference. Obviously, every team can beat every team. I mean, that seems to be the theme in college football this year. You saw Alabama lose to Vandy, and the college football world's crazy. You have to play your best ball every week if you want to win. We've got to find a way to finish a couple of these one possession games that we've had in the last couple of weeks. But it's a good conference. You play good teams every week, and we have got another great opportunity to beat a good football team that's coming in here this week.
How has your relationship grown with Fernando, just in terms of kind of the center quarterback exchange and all that kind of stuff? Because you mentioned you kind of had that hiccup where you're not on the field. You guys are kind of building a nice rhythm during camp. What's it been like kind of trying to get that all dialed in? Yeah,
it's tough. Coming into camp, I played mostly guard all of camp, and the last couple of weeks moved me over to center. Was able to get a lot of good reps in with Fernando. I was able to get on the same page. Unfortunately, I got banged up, missed the first 3 games, but when I came back, me and Fernando got on the same page pretty quick. Obviously, there's some communication things that need to get cleaned up from last week, but it's unbelievable being able to play for a quarterback like him. Like, when you have someone as tough as him that can sit back there and take hits, and there's never any blame or no pointing fingers. It's really, really easy to rally around a guy like that and play tough for a guy that is just a warrior back there. So we have amazing chemistry, and I think that we're going to take the next step this week.
You kind of alluded to it, but you guys can go one of two ways. To have a quarterback who is staying up there after getting hit quite a bit, on Saturday, and says, as long as I have a pulse, I'm going to be out there for my teammates. How important is that to have in that position for you guys?
Very important, right? I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks give a lot of signs and different things to players on the team, and some show it different ways. And Fernando's just a tough guy, right? He says the right thing. He does the right thing. He doesn't point fingers, right? Like, I think everyone knows that the offensive line's got to play better, but I mean, he's the kind of guy that will take it on himself, even when at times he shouldn't. So it's unbelievable being able to play for him. He's a warrior, and we just got to do a better job protecting him.
Thanks, Will.
We'll go back to Steve Croner.
Yeah, kind of along the same line, Will, do you see similarities, not necessarily in our games, but maybe in the games, but just in their personalities between Grayson and Fernando?
Yeah. I mean, I think obviously both of them are unbelievable competitors. No one wants to win more than those guys. So being able to play, when you play offensive line, being able to play for a quarterback that's tough, it's gritty, that does the right thing and doesn't point fingers, it makes it so much easier to go out there and rally around guys like that. So Fernando's doing an incredible job. Like I said, we got to take better care of him. We got to keep him upright, and that's the goal this week, and go 1-0.
Good luck.